let's talk politics. Now, Obama's 2 terms in office. I mean, he's not done yet. He's almost done, so we'll say 2 terms in office. But last 7 to 8 years, what is your review on the last 7 to 8 years?
Well, Smallz, I'm a little different than the average person. You know, let me ask you a question. Let me reverse this question. Would you rather be the best or the first?
The best?
Or the first? Which one? You want to be the best?
I want to be the best.
Okay. You got Jackie Robinson, right? He was the first black baseball player in, America, so they say, right? I don't care how many home runs Barry Bonds hit, you gonna come be better than Barry Bonds. Then there's gonna be another person better than Barry Bonds. Then there's gonna be another person. We're gonna get to year 3,000 and year 4,000 and baseball gonna be played in the air and all these other things. But the first will never be forgotten. So my thing about Obama is he could have fucked everything up for me. I don't really care. You're the first. You did your job. Your job was to inspire different nationalities and race of people in America to let them know you can achieve the highest achievement in America, let's say presidency. That's for every non-white person in the world. You can achieve that. That's it. We could have threw barbecues on the lawn, concerts outside. I don't care. Because I play in the rules of the game. I don't care who in office. I know the mob run everything. So, hey, I play. Once you know the rules of the mob, you know the rules of the government. Whew. So, Obama, you did your job. Inspire my little nephew and let him know he can be something other than a rapper. Good night.
Now, let me ask you this. When it comes to the 2016 election, what are your views on this upcoming election? What worries you?
You know what? It don't really worry me, but like I said, I know the rules of the game. I know the rules of engagement. Once you know that, it don't matter what face they put up there. You just got to know the rules of the engagement. So, I just think Trump's a very blunt individual. He's just saying what they've been talking about behind the scenes. It's just Trump ain't smart enough to politically correct himself. That's what they meant. Trump ain't doing nothing but spilling the beans on every cocktail party them folk ever had. It's just you can't get Trump to say, hey, Trump, we want you to say this and say this. And say. He gonna forget the words. He just gonna start freestyling, and that's what y'all got. So, hey, I ain't saying nothing wrong. He just saying it. He ain't supposed to say what he's saying. Because it's just an opinion that a lot of people may have. Then people may disagree with him or whatnot. But you're the future president. You don't supposed to say it. But he don't got nothing else to say. He ain't articulate enough. He ain't smart enough to think of nothing else to say. So he got to say what's on his mind. And that's what y'all getting. Donald Trump. Congratulations.
Now, in this 2016 election,
Did y'all get these on? Okay.
Now, in the 2016 election, there are a lot of controversial topics that are important to people, one being gun laws. There's one side that wants tighter gun laws, tighter restriction, and then there's another side that's, hey, we need guns everywhere, even in the club. And case in point, that's something Donald Trump said based off the Orlando terrorist situation. What are your thoughts on the gun laws?
The thing about the gun law, and Trump he can't articulate it right. He's saying what he's trying to, he just can't get it out right. What it is that we need to do is, every kid in this country should be required to take ROTC before they graduate. It's not gun laws because I like my guns. I got a lot of guns, okay? So let's make that clear. But the thing about it is, everybody don't have enough information on guns. They've never heard a gun being fired unless it's in a violent way or a violent act. But in other countries, you're required to serve in the military in a lot of countries like Israel and different. You have to serve in the military. But I feel like in America, you have to take ROTC. So if somebody hear a gunshot in the club, everybody ain't frantic. You get what I'm saying? Because they're used to hearing gunshots. Now they know, okay, if I get my hands on a gun, I know how to disarm it. So now you got people thinking differently versus, I'm scared. Like I got military friends or friends I go to the range with that would have reacted differently in that situation. Prime example. I hate that it happened. Troy Ave. Troy Ave heard a gunshot. He grabs the gun because he's accustomed to being around what? Guns in the neighborhood. We got guns everywhere. So you hear a gunshot go off, like, oh, okay, cool. The gunshot went off. You get what I'm saying? So he reacts differently than everybody in the concert that's gonna run and trample each other and run to the door. He's gonna react differently. So my whole thing is saying is more information on it will help everybody kind of understand what it's for. In this parts of Georgia, like Kennesaw, you can't even buy a house if you don't have a firearm. You can't even purchase the house. And they have the lowest crime rate in the city, in Georgia. Wanna know why? Because you ain't finna break in there. Why? Because you know it's a thumper in there. So that's what it need to be. It's just more education. You should have to take ROTC. If you don't serve in the military, you should have to take ROTC.
Now, for somebody watching this that might have heard the phrase ROTC but don't know exactly what it was, because when I was growing up, it was an elective. So what is the ROTC?
Well, my sister took it. I don't really know what it's about because I never took it. I got kicked out of school in the 10th grade. But I just know it was something where it was almost like a Boy Scout, Girl Scout thing, but it's almost things that's preparing you from a military style to get ready for the world. If you do want to go to the military, you're more familiar with what's going on, but it just teaches you a lot of discipline, you know, a lot of things about, you know, hands-on in far as war, military tactics, and everyday weapons or things of that nature. Like, you know, you still have your camping and you're working out and different things that everybody should know how to do. Like, everybody should know how to change a tire. Everybody should know how to load a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, America, we powerful. Everybody just because we got this powerful army. But one thing about America that we have to, you know, when it comes to violence, when it comes to police brutality, when it comes for everybody saying this ain't fair, this ain't fair, this ain't fair. You ain't seen no foreign troops, no foreign boots hit your soil, though. Yeah, all this shit bad, all this boo. Let China pull up on here with warships, tanks, and shit. Baby mamas gonna be calling they baby daddies. Like, nigga, bring every gun I ever seen you with. You get what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be relying on the police and service. Yeah, but everybody need to be able to protect themselves as well. You know what I'm saying? That's just common. You just gotta know CPR. Every person should know it. You know what I mean? So everybody should know how to swim. The world is what, 80% water. You should know how to swim. You should know how to use a gun. You know what I'm saying? Every man back in the days, they had swords. So it's just different things of that nature that I feel like we should educate ourselves and stop hiding, you know, America from different things like that.
Now, I mean, guns and violence isn't a lot of stuff. It's on TV, it's in movies, it's in video games. Do you think, okay, even though a lot of people might not have had the actual touching of a gun or heard a gunshot in real life, they do see it in everyday things like the entertainment.
Right.
You think it's still surprising to people when something like...
Yeah, because that's entertainment. You think, you know, Terminator is Terminator. You never think to see Terminator walking down the street.
But it is pretty realistic, though.
Yeah, it is. But that's the point. It's like you're not forced to understand it. You're just looking at it like it's water guns because ain't nobody dying. You see the actor come back and receive the awards at the Oscars. You're like, oh, that's my boy. He won. You know what I mean? So it's like that's not realistic enough. It needs to be. And you know what it is, man? A lot of times it teaches kids discipline. They said they had a story where they left a gun in I think it was a kindergarten or first grade classroom. Every kid that had a gun at the house didn't play with the gun they left in there. Every kid who didn't have a gun in his household at home started playing with the gun. Something simple as that, it matures you to understand this is not nothing to play with, boom, 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 to do whatever. But a lot of black kids in our households, we're not taught that, because our fathers aren't around. You know what I'm saying? So they're not taught the proper way to carry or to use a weapon. You look on the internet, it's 7-year-old white girls, she's shooting rifles, ARs. It's like, what the hell is going on? So she understands it. So if a dude ever try to, God forbid, take her, rape her, whatever, or draw a gun on her, or try to rob her at the store, she not gonna be as frantic as a normal citizen or normal female. She may be able to get herself out that situation by just, a lot of people don't know you can just hit a button on the gun and the clip gonna fall out. If you wrestle for it, you hit the bop, you put your thumb in the trigger, you can't, It's just certain things that ROTC or Boy Scout should be able to show you. Like, you should be able to know how to make a fire, every man. So you never know if, worst case scenario, you get stuck somewhere, your family calls, a blizzard, whatever the case may be, you gotta understand the ways of life, and that's just every man. Change your girl oil, man. Y'all ain't riding around y'all girlfriend oil, call about to blow up, because none of y'all know how to change, know how to tell if it ain't no oil in here or not. It's just, come on, man. It's just teach your son something. That's what I am.
Now
I'm just a different breed, boss.
Now let me ask you this. If you became president,
yes.
And there's a bunch of stuff that you could change, but what's one thing you would personally change or fix?
You cannot have a predominantly nothing school. I don't want no predominantly white school. I don't want no predominantly black school. I don't want no predominantly Jewish school. I don't want no predominantly no school. Every kid should be able to go to school together. A lot of times we have certain racial issues in our communities because kids ain't growing up together. You know what I'm saying? We don't know enough about their culture. They don't know enough about our culture, you know what I'm saying, to be able to understand who each other really are. You know what I'm saying? If you've been growing up with Muslim kids all your life, you wouldn't look at them differently, you know what I'm saying, versus when you see them in public or however they're doing whatever they do, because you understand them more. Same way with black people. People want to look at us as crazy or whatever. We're just extra flamboyant. We just like to express ourselves. But if you've never been around him and said, oh, he was just that expressive in the talent show. Or when he did the spoken word thing, he expressed himself that way. So if you see him expressing himself in another way, or he may be a little frustrated, you ain't taking it like, whoa, because you've seen a black man express himself before. But if you've never seen it, it intimidate me, and I'm a black person. If I say they get too wild, bro, I'm like, okay, let's get up out of here, or what my joint? So, cause I already know we with the shit. So it's like, if you understand each other and how each other works, you can gain a lot of information from one another. So I would like to integrate all schools. Like I used to, as a kid, I used to be like, okay, I got 5 friends. I call one friend, what you doing? I'm about to go rob somebody. Okay, I'm gonna call you back. You got another friend, oh boy, I'm over here jugging these bags. Okay, let me call you back. Boy, I'm over here playing on video game. Okay, let me call you back. Boy, I'm over here about to hit some, like, it's like, ain't nobody saying, hey boy, what you doing? Boy, we about to go dirt bike riding. Okay, let me call you back. Hey man, we got to go paintball. Like, man, we're going water rafting. Like, I'm on the way. But if you ain't got no friends that's going to hit you with a different idea, it's like, okay, I'm going to go rob then. I'm going to go sell dope with him. I'm going to go kick it on the coast, shoot dice with them. But it just, we don't got no variety of friends then. So now it's like, you might be robbing for 4 days out the year versus 70, 80 days. Your percentages go down. You was kayaking and doing other stuff. So that's what I want to do. Bring everybody together. All kids should go to school together and get to understand what each other likes, and that's going to make a better America.